Hello and welcome. You may be feeling pretty stressed out at the moment. I have to tell you, I've been receiving that the next few weeks as we go further into eclipse season. Well, let's just say they're like John Wayne. They're rough and tough and they take no shit. So for those of you who are feeling waves of anxiety, and I talked about this in the energy update in the last video, there is a flighty electricity in the air that for those of us who are channeling and absorbing on behalf of the collective consciousness, it's our role to take it in to the body and to anchor and ground it. Now, this can be quite challenging, especially when you're dealing with your personality, disincarnation stuff, when you're dealing with your own life stuff, anxiety, stress, complications, breaking up, moving away, walking away, making changes to your life and trying to settle into that. On top of that, we have the empath's role, we have the star beings role, we have the super sensitives, the light worker role, which asks us, and it is a choice, it asks us to embody these frequencies on behalf of others. We always feel the impact of the frequencies of the times before other people do. So the reason for that being, by learning how to navigate, by learning how to integrate these frequencies, these challenges, we then have the tools to teach others to do the same in the future. So if you're super sensitive and you resonate with my messages and other people, other light workers' messages, perhaps on YouTube or a healer you go to, you'll see that we're all saying similar stuff. We're all talking about having to integrate this wave, this current wave of energy, which is a lot of anxiety, it's fear, and it's asking us to be able to step into those fear programs and transmute them. This is a transmutation time as we're coming towards the middle end of May and going into June. June is going to accelerate the spiritual growth, the lessons, the decisions, the understanding. In my last video with the energy update, I talked about a big decision for you to make on your soul path. That this was a choice point time as we entered May and came into mid-May. Hopefully by now you've had enough information to make that decision. If you haven't, you'll know yourself, it's individual. These are general messages for the mass, for the groups of souls that resonate, you know, as blue rays, indigos, crystals, angelic, star beings, whatever. We're all part of that same empathic, sensitive, service to others party, right? So there's a lot of work for us at the moment. You're probably already deep in it right now, and I'm just looking, that light keeps shining on my face. I have a glass mosaic candle plates, and when the sun hits them, it causes these lovely little sprinkles around the wall. But it's kind of, there it is, one of my throat chakra. Cool. Yeah. So I love playing with light, physically as well as spiritually. Yeah, I'm feeling really like, you can see it in my energy field. There's a lot coming at me. There's a lot coming in. I'm really having to set my roots down. You can do this too. Send those roots down into the earth and anchor yourself if you're feeling spacey or if you're feeling like you've got a lot of work. So with the end of lockdown in Ireland as well, and possibly where you are, there is more and more people coming out of the woodwork and seeking assistance, seeking help. So I'm working at full capacity right now. So if you're waiting for a session with me, please be patient. I'm genuinely doing my best trying to work through everything. I also, as many of you know, I work in Coolmine Lodge with people who are in addiction recovery as well. So there's a lot going on for us light workers, for those of us who are here in service to humanity. And many of us are really feeling the weight of that, but just remind yourself, take a deep breath, do your meditation, remind yourself that you have this. And if you're watching this message, you got this, you know what to do. You just need to take it step by step, day by day. Another thing I would suggest is don't allow other people to pull you into extra work that you don't have the energy for right now. So I received an upload about energy vampires, and I've written a class about energy vampires and the different types of energy vampires and how to cope with that as an empath. So when you're an empath, you are this bright light, and some people will want to feed off your energy. Energy vampires are different from a regular person in that they're actually addicted to other people's life force. And when they get a taste of your vitality, your connection, your alignment, instead of taking responsibility and doing that for themselves, they will rely on others around them, i.e. you, to feed that. Because the last thing they want to do is actually go inside, sit into their pain, sit into their hurt, and deal with that. They just want a quick fix. So like someone in addiction, they want a quick fix of something external to help them cope with their pain. Now, I have great compassion for energy vampires, and that has got me caught into loops in the past where I have attracted friends, colleagues, people, clients who felt that they could abuse that vulnerability in me, and that openness, that compassion. The fact that as a healer, you want to help, you want to teach, you want to assist, you want to be a source of love for that person. However, especially as we move into eclipse season, I strongly advise you, this is the message I'm getting for this video, and I didn't even know, I literally put on the camera, have no clue this was going to come in, but here it is. Keep your boundaries strong. Mind and shield your energy. There are going to be more and more people coming towards you as you transmute on behalf of the higher consciousness. Your aura gets bigger and brighter, and that is very seductive to energy vampires, to people who have no intention of actually making healthy changes in their life on their own behalf. Some people, no matter how much help you give them, no matter how much time and energy you give them, it's never going to be enough, and it's not your fault, and you are not here to fix those people. Even as a healer, even as a shaman, I am not here to fix people. I am here to be a mirror. I'm here to reflect. I'm here to channel and embody the divine source light on your behalf. I'm here to pass on the messages from your angels, from your guides, from source. But at the end of the day, it's up to the client, or it's up to your friend or the person you're dealing with to take responsibility and for them to do what's right for them, whatever that is. And I always say to people, you know, advice is a suggestion. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a colleague, whether it's your mother or father or a client, you can suggest things to people. You can get really strong, clear guidance. And some people will never implement that. They're not going to do that work because it's challenging or it's scary or whatever it is, or maybe they're just not ready. It's not your problem. It's not your responsibility. I love that saying, you can bring a horse to the water, but you can't make him drink. So keep that in mind as we move through this summer, this eclipse season, wherever you are in the world, this now time space. Things are getting really, really intense. There's a lot of fear. There's a feeling of almost foreboding coming up for a lot of people. I can see this with work. And we're being asked to learn to allow all those fears to surface, all those doubts. Doubts are a big issue right now. Insecurity. Allow them to come up and to stay with ourselves, stay with the inner child, and to say, I know God, source, the higher power, whatever that is for you, I know that you have my back. I know that the universe is looking out for me, is clearing the path. I know and trust that everything is always working out for me. That's the message I have for you. With this flighty, anxious, fearful vibration that humanity at a mass level, especially after COVID, is having to clear and purge and cleanse. People are waking up left, right and center. People are looking around, like literally waking up for the first time in their lives. Some people well into their lifetime going, whoa, what is this? What the hell is going on? My whole life has been a lie. That's huge. That's traumatic. People are genuinely knee deep in their fears right now. And when you're tuned into that, as a light worker, you are feeling what they're feeling. Even though you've done it, or maybe you haven't, maybe you are one of those people who's genuinely just woken up and this is all a new game and you're just stunned. Reach out to people who've either done this or understand this, because we are all here to support each other. But it's important we don't forget to love and look after ourselves. So don't be afraid to take a step back. Don't be afraid to take some time off. I'm feeling very balanced and I'm feeling clear, but I know the work that's ahead. I know what I need to do. I've made my decisions. I'm clear about the radical acceptance. And acceptance has been a big theme this year. And I'll bring that back in as well for, June. There's going to be radical acceptance. You are where you are. Can you accept that? Can you make peace with the current flow of your life, the rhythm of your life? Can you say, this is uncomfortable. Walking away from this is extremely intense. It's bringing up all my inner child stuff, but I know it's the right thing. And even though I have no evidence of anything else, even though I have zero external confirmation that I'm on the right path, something in my gut, in my heart is saying, you are exactly where you're supposed to be. If you can radically accept that right now, the angels are saying that there is a huge opening of this higher unified frequency. We call it fifth dimensional frequency, whatever you want to call it. This new earth is literally, the birthing has happened. The baby's out. The baby's crying with fear. We're kind of the baby right now going, oh my God, like where the hell am I? Where is this place? And as the mother of that baby, you know, everything's okay, darling. Everything's okay, honey. Mama's here and you're safe and everything is going to be all right. That's what you need to give yourself right now. You need to give yourself a pat on the back for all the work you're doing. You need to take a breath. You need to say to that inner child, that inner baby, I know this seems scary. I know you're feeling all this fear about the new world, the new surroundings, the new frequencies, the new people. The old people are gone. The old path is gone. The old job is gone. The old marriage is gone. Let it go. It doesn't belong to you now. This is the now. This is where we are. This golden path is taking you somewhere you have never been. I don't care what age you are, if you're 17 or if you're 92. We are entering uncharted times. We are entering frequencies, quantum I have never seen in any lifetime, in any incarnation. And I've access to many, and I'm sure you do too. So this is huge, folks. This is really new, and anything that's this unfamiliar and new is going to be daunting, and it's daunting for all of us. So I just wanted you to know you're not alone. I'm gonna go off to work now, but I had to make time and do this video because you guys have been on my mind the last few days, and I know some of you are really struggling, or some of you are really embodying and taking on these frequencies for yourself and for humanity. So I thank you for that. And we're doing this together and we can feel each other. I've had a lot of interaction with the Pleiades recently, the Cassiopeians as well. I will be doing videos on that. Like I said, I am flat out at the moment, so please respect that. You know, I can't be in a million places at once. Well, multidimensionally I can, but in this incarnation, in this body, I can only do one thing at a time. So I just want to thank you for this message. If you stayed for this was meant for you, and I deliver it with love. Namaste. Oh, give this video a like and subscribe for more. Bye bye.